Hey guys, welcome back for part 19 of this Tales of Arise playthrough. And we just got done fighting the worst person in the game.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Yeah, and now we gotta track her down, so that's kind of where we're at. Oh, really? What's up there? It's VIP room, champagne room. Alright, so we just slept. Okay. So let's see. Head for the hidden underground dock west. That's north and west. Okay. And I think it's got to be over here. Hidden underground dock west. Actually, I guess it could be here. Underground dock west. Hidden Wharf.
We've reached our destination.
Oh, have we?
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
That was almost too simple. Oh shit. Someplace
I
around
can't
here.
believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
It's real unusual for Lord Almadria to come through here without letting any of us know ahead of time. She took off the sizable costume. I wonder what that was all about. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm glad she didn't ask us to follow along with her. Alright. And as usual, I did not go and buy stuff.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess...
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But...
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well... I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shionne.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
Ugh, I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Engaging!
You'll have no mercy. Where are you going?
Not today!
Now!
Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Now! Take it!
Snaring to me. Yeah, and pummeling to me. Sweet dreams!
Rising Falcon!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Lord! Rising Wiper!
Arc Steel! Save you! I'm the true gunslinger around here. Here's a Tiger Flame!
I'm not done!
Flame! Fire support! Annihilation! Hear me! Flame!
Rising Wiper!
This one's mine!
I'm not done!
Use the healing orb! Birthday!
It's over!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
I'll do my best.
Shattering the pieces!
Going in.
Blue escape! Eastern! Take down their defense! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, this one's mine.
Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance! It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Burning! Not on my watch!
Blue escape! Rising Wiper!
Make it rain!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Nicely done.
Out of our way! Raging
Nothing words!
Dance in the wind!
Take this! Rising Wyvern!
You'll pay for what you did! Lightning Thunder!
Rising Falcon!
Do it!
Smash you! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Rising Falcon! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Glacial Fire! Do it!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
You got it!
Here
Rising
goes!
Wyvern!
Searing Flame!
Not today!
I can read your moves like a book.
It's over!
Magic is in! Let the marksman handle it. I'll be saving this one.
The enemy wields us too.
We'll soon see about that.
Take this!
Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern!
More where that came
Rising
from.
Falcon!
Lightning!
Very nice! Rising Wyvern!
Ammo.
Rising Falcon!
Take this! Armor won't save you! Take this!
Like steel?
It's evil.
You're mine!
Do it! Lost! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Glacial
Not a
Steel!
chance.
Pierce the evil!
Let's refrain from losing.
Out of our way!
Take this! Got you now!
Far enough! Here, let me help.
It's over!
First aid! Hey, that...
So much for talking it out.
The rebels! Stop them! Rising Falcon! You picked the wrong target! I'm not done!
Now!
Johali!
All yours, Kisara.
Lightning condemned!
Cork back, will ya?
Thunder Blade!
Rising Wyvern!
No further!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Lightning condemned! First aid!
Ready and
Thunder
ready!
Blade!
Now you see what I can do!
Strike!
To
Rising
the shadows!
on your Rising Falcon!
Mega Ray!
Ruin
And
it!
this world!
Rising Falcon! It's
Dance
over!
in the wind!
You're mine! Rising Falcon!
Dance in the
You're mine!
wind!
Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine.
You're on!
Tiger Blade!
Don't get in my way! Dance in the wind!
Rising Falcon!
From here!
I'm gone.
I'll be saving
Tiger
you!
Blade!
Here!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Take this!
Lightning orb!
Rising Wyvern!
Ready to go in!
Rising Falcon!
Feel! Annihilation!
Rising
Throbbed in pain.
You're finished! You're on!
Light astral energy!
No further!
This one's mine.
Take this!
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
Armor won't save you!
Rising Wyvern!
Here!
I'm
You're
gone.
on! It's over! Die!
Tiger Blade!
Mega ray! By the power
Shield
of
and
Lightning Storm! More where that came from!
Right! Eat this!
Make it rain!
Here's the healing! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Right, here goes! It's over! You're mine!
This one!
I'm going in!
Primed and ready! Here! I never miss! Raging Storm! More where that came from!
You're mine!
Lightning condemned! Here!
Rising Falcon!
There!
You escape! Rising Falcon!
Piercing pieces! Attack time!
Like steel!
Denied!
Sleep
Take
now!
this!
Flaming meteor!
Stockpile!
Rising Falcon!
Freebreaker!
Ignite!
Shining Supernova!
Here I come!
More where that
Rising
came
Wyvern!
from!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Dance in the
Not a
wind!
chance! Come!
In here!
Rising
More
Falcon!
here!
No further!
More for
Take
the
this!
Everyone hanging in there?
mine! You're finished!
These ones can run rings around us.
It's over!
Lightning
Rising Falcon!
This one's mine.
You're finished!
I can carve through armor!
I'll heal you all.
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Thanks, Shield.
Here I come!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
And the pummeling to me!
Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
Can't get out of this!
How about this? This one's mine.
Burn in hell!
Look sharp.
Rising Wyvern!
Here's the evil. Turtle blade. Freeze Lancer. Denied. More where that came from. Puddle.
You're on! It's over!
Lightning. Downfall. I'm out of
You're
it.
mine.
Raging going in.
Rising Falcon!
Look sharp.
It's over!
Dance in the wind.
We did it!
Air Thunder Ray. By the power of
Here I am!
Anything in armor is all mine!
No escape!
Make it right.
Rising up!
Astral Energy.
Say no more.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
I'll do my best!
You're right! Stop that! Like deal?
Raging Storm!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll have to take my revenge on you!
Got you now! Thanks! Do as I say!
Flying freeze! What did they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of that?
No sooner said than
You're
done!
not finished! You're finished! Rising Wyvern!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil!
Rising Falcon!
In here! I never miss!
It's
I'll be
over.
saving here one!
Here I come!
I'll heal you all! Lightning
In a bind?
More where that came from!
Leave the torches to me! Denied!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Burn in hell!
Lightning to
This
death!
one's mine!
Try this!
Look sharp!
Infernal Torrent! Here I come! What did you do?
Reload! Here goes! Sighted!
Now you see what I can do!
Rising Wyvern! You're lost!
I'll be saving this one! Hear me! Flame of Fire!
Here I come!
Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil!
You're finished!
Raging Storm!
Swirl of
More
Blade!
where that came
On
from!
your
Time to
knees!
shine! I'll heal you all!
On guard! Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Healing circle!
Rising
Here
Falcon!
goes!
This one's mine!
Astral energy!
I owe you one. You're finished! You're on!
Radiant Pierce!
Piercing Rod!
Take this!
Raging Storm!
Look sharp!
Burning Puddle!
Rising
Glacial
Falcon!
Spear! Pierce the
Rising
evil!
Wyvern! Here I come! You're finished! On your knees!
Primed and ready! This one's mine!
It's on!
Now!
Rising Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Searing
Now!
flame! Reload!
You're on! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and... This is the power of the blazing sword!
further!
Is all mine. Armor won't save you.
This one's
Into the
mine!
shadow!
You're mine! Burn in hell!
Duel the arts!
Go!
Raging
Here I
Cascade!
come!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours
I
truly.
owe you one.
Astral Arc?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! You're finished!
Tempest Whirl!
Rising Falcon!
Do it, Shield! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's
Not
the
yet!
Wheel of Fury!
Rising Falcon!
Here I come!
Strike!
Spread!
Mirage!
Here comes
You're finished!
More with that Flame of
Rising
Fury!
Falcon! Take this!
Go! It's
Rising
over!
Wyvern!
Radiant Storm!
Rising Falcon!
Tunnel! Here I go! Do it!
This one's all more! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Little help!
Not today!
Let the marksman
What I can
handle
do!
Look
Here I come! I
I
won't show you any mercy! Here I am! You're finished!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My turn!
Aqua!
You're done!
Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning
You're
the
mine!
world!
Rising Wyvern! Rising
Not on
Falcon!
my watch!
It's over!
Mega Ray!
Take
General
this!
Aqua!
This one's all mine!
Annihilate
finished!
Bullseye! Raging Cascade!
Ignite!
Mega Ray! Dance in the
Rising
wind!
Falcon! I'm not
Air
done!
up! I'll stop
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Here, this one's
No
mine.
escape!
I don't have...
I owe you one!
Tempest
This
Whirl!
should do it!
Piercing wall!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Healing
You're mine! It's
Lightning
over!
condemned! There! Hey!
Rising Falcon!
Time to shattering the pieces! I'll crush you! Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Take this! Rising
Piercing
Wyvern!
wall!
Rising Falcon!
Raging Cascade!
Here I come!
This one's mine!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! Look sharp!
This one's all mine!
Annihilation!
Not today!
Tiger
Rising
Blade!
Wyvern! Rising Falcon! You're finished!
Water, hear my call!
this!
Steel Switch to open!
I'm not done!
Here comes Where's Evil!
Here I come!
Not on my watch! Steel Flame
You're
Roll!
finished!
Here's a healing
Rising Falcon!
Dynamite
I owe you one.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Power up! Light Astral!
Nothing gets by me! I've taken too many hits!
Charge like that! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me Gale Force! Dance in the wind!
Crescent burn up!
Into the shadows!
Take this!
Rinwell!
It's nothing! I'm alright, Chef!
Crescent
A new leaf on
Rising
life!
Falcon!
Tiger, make
Rising
it rain!
Wyvern!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Hey! Anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
And thus our strength yet grows.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidria.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Raging Strike! Thunder Blade! It's in the sky! They really don't give up, do they?
You're mine! Rising Wiper!
Thunder Blade!
I know you will. I'm not done!
Radiant
Here I come! Rising Wiper!
Here I go!
It's over! Report! Mission! You're mine!
Make it roll!
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Hey! Pluto's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
This'll make us even more formidable.
Now you'll learn! My shield? Take this!
You think that shield will save you?
Not anyone, eh? Damn it!
Flying freeze! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You're finished!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that! Radiant Fire!
Rising Wyvern! Not fair! Mirage! You're finished!
I'm all stocked up!
Rising Wyvern!
I never miss!
We're not finished!
Armor won't save you!
Rising Wyvern! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Dance in the wind!
Rising Wyvern! No escape! Rising Wyvern!
Tiger Blade!
It's over! Mirage! Hark back, will you?
This one's
Lightning
mine!
orb!
Here I come! It's over!
Looks like
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Tiger Blade!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
I'll be
Take
baby
this!
Penguin!
Rising Wyvern!
Mega
We did
Ray!
it! You're mine!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Mega Ray!
This one's denied!
Hark back, will you?
I never miss! Crescent
It's over! You picked the wrong fight! You won't make a fool of
Tiger
me!
Blade!
Steel!
Strike!
Lightning!
Rising Wyvern!
Going in!
Rising Falcon!
Gemini Crescent! Tempest!
Right back!
Tiger Blade!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
With this, I can become even stronger!
That equipment should come in handy. Let's dispose of the trash.
More for the stockpile!
Here I come!
Flame of
Look sharp!
fury!
It's over!
Burning!
Water!
Water!
Here I come!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray! Thunder!
It's almost too strong!
It'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Lightning orb!
This one's all mine!
By the power of
Ignite!
Down!
Rising Wyvern! We're not finished!
Let me help! Lightning Grenade!
I owe you
This
one!
one, their arcs were interrupted!
Take this!
Radiant Blast!
Rising Wyvern!
Dance in the wind! Let me help! Sleep now!
I'm gone!
More for the stockpile!
Now you see what I can do!
My shield! Rising
Do it! Sure! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
No choice! Take this!
I never miss!
Look sharp! Far enough!
Lightning condemned!
You're mine! Here I come!
Freeze laser!
Mirage!
Look
sharp!
This one's all mine! Here I come! Rising!
I'll be saving this
You're
one!
mine!
Not on my watch!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Take it! Lightning condemned! Lightning
Leave the ensnaring to me.
I can do this all day!
To me!
Mirage!
Look here! Gale Force!
It's go time!
Sighted!
Armor won't save
This
you!
one's mine!
Mega Ray! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Onward and upward.
Hi, Hoodle!
It's over! Mirage! You're finished!
Searing Flame! Lightning Orbs!
You're mine!
Lightning condemned!
Rising Wyvern!
Thunder
You
Blast!
escape! Mirage!
Take this! Searing Flame! Dance in the wind!
Piercing roar!
Here I go! I'll be saving!
You're finished! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! My
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Will this
Not a
in the
chance!
sky is
Rising
now!
Wyvern!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
I won't forgive you!
Bring him down!
Okay, bless you!
My shield!
I never miss! Looks up!
Eat this!
On guard!
Rising Wyvern!
On guard!
Rising Falcon! We're not finished!
Water! Powered up! Make it rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Hear my call!
You're mine! It's over! You're out! Here I come! You're finished! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Hey, I'm pretty lucky. What's this thing?
What I can do!
Take this!
It can hide its own? Amazing!
Lightning to death!
Rising Falcon!
Now! Cover the caster!
Rising Wyvern! And more than can all burn out! Here I come!
Pierce
You're
evil!
on! Take this! Struck! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
In here! I'll be saving this one!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! It's over!
Leave the charge to
You're
me!
mine!
Thunderblade!
Far enough!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Into the shadow!
Crescent
It's
moon!
over! You're on!
Tiger
You're
Blade!
finished!
Lightning to annihilation! Thunderblade!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
On your knees!
I can carve through it!
Eat dirt! You won't make a fool of me!
Healing circle!
You're on!
Appreciate
You're
that.
mine!
This one's mine! I owe you one. Here goes!
Rising Wyvern!
Take it!
Rising Falcon!
Top
Take
shield.
this! Take this! You're finished! Rising Falcon!
An asteroid?
That's my shield!
It's over! Shut him down! On your knees!
Going in!
This one's all mine!
Switch
Take
sides!
it! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Burn! Rising Wyvern! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! You're on! Come back! What's this? It?
Sorry.
Don't leave me all alone!
Flame of Fury!
Tiger Blade! Glacial Spear!
On your knees!
Going in!
Armor won't save you!
This one's bring you back from death to
Come
this!
back, will ya? I owe you one.
On guard!
Hear me! Flame of
On
Fury!
guard!
I still got to fight
Glacial
within me.
Spear! Pierce it! Will this help? This
Hey,
one's mine! Fair enough!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
It's in the sky!
You're mine!
I never miss! I owe you
It's
one
over!
for that time!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Struck!
Lightning to the
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
My turn!
Oh, it feels so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun. No way. Going in.
I owe you one. Lightning Wiper! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
This one's all mine! It's over!
In a bind?
I've taken too many hits. Not like this.
You paid for that!
Anything in armor is all mine!
From death to bit.
Burn!
Tempest,
Take
go!
this! You're finished! Rising Falcon! Here I come!
This one's mine! This one's mine!
I'll smash you!
I'm gone!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Good.
Don't get in my
I'll
way!
leave it to you!
Raging storm! Ready to go! Mega ray!
You're mine!
Wind after energy! Lightning
I'm not
descent!
feeling so great. You're mine!
This one's mine! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Dance in the wind!
This one's
You're mine!
Air thrust! I never miss! Light after letters! Lightning descent!
Do it! Shield!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
No further!
Going in!
I see one, eh?
Weak now! I'll be saving you!
Tiger Blade!
Here I come! Take this! You're finished! Mirage!
This one's mine!
Here goes!
Dueling! In an instant! Impact drop!
Armor won't save you!
My shield! Take this! You're finished!
Raging storm!
Rising Sun!
Blade
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
Rising Orbital! This one's all mine!
Tempest!
You're mine! You're finished!
Lightning!
Ignite!
Not on my watch!
Here I come!
Make it rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I won't be able to heal you for much longer.
Maybe we should head back? Let's dispose of the trash.
My lord! Take this! This one's all mine!
The enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that.
It's almost too strong! Be my guest! We're not finished! Rising Orbital!
All yours, Kisara.
Now! Rising Falcon!
Where are you going?
Here I come!
Lightning orb!
Here I come! It's over! You're on!
Fear! Here
Here's
goes!
evil!
You're mine!
Thunder field!
Rising
Arch
Falcon!
field! In here!
Die!
More for the stop!
Looks like we won.
This looks nice and tough.
Out of our way!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll be saving you my way! Back into the fray!
Raise up higher!
I can do this all day!
Astral Art?
That's my cue!
You're mine! Shut him down!
Sleep now!
Rising
I'll be
Falcon!
saving Glacial Spear!
This one's
Here's the
mine.
evil!
Here I come!
Freeze! Dance in the wind!
Going in!
Flame of Fury!
Strike!
Tiger Blade!
It's weakened! Raging Storm!
This has
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Take this!
Rising
Wyvern! Rising
This
Falcon!
one's mine!
Blaze
Dance in the
up!
wind!
I'm taking too many hits! Denied!
Take this!
I'm not done!
Can't get out of this!
Shattering Line!
This one's all mine! Burn!
Unlock!
Shield! Not in your dreams!
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
Thanks!
Lightning Orb!
Carve through armor!
Raging Cascade!
Strike!
All stopped up! Hey, that's right!
Rising
Dance in the
Falcon!
wind!
This one's
Air
mine!
thrust!
Catch! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Light as dance in the wind! Air thrust! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Radiant Pierce! Lightning Condemn!
You're mine! You're finished!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Freeze Lancer!
Their arts were interrupted!
I'll heal you all! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Air thrust! Healing circle! Light after raging cascade! In here!
Rising Falcon!
I'll be saving!
Hold nothing back! Here I come!
Annihilation! I never miss!
Showtime! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
Burn!
Time to shine! More with that
Take
great
this!
rapier!
Move!
Here to
Get-
do it! Ridwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almeidrea.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Rising Wyvern!
Here's in a bind!
Can't be left!
Rising Wyvern!
Their arcs were interrupted!
Crystal energy! Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Far enough!
Here's a rising blade!
Burn!
Twist Dolphin! In here!
You're finished!
I'll be staying
Rising
away!
Blade!
Reload! Going in!
You're mine!
I can do it! Thank you. Here, let me help.
You're mine!
Not on my watch.
This one's mine!
Take it!
Take
Rising
it.
Wyvern!
This one's mine. Aw,
He's in!
I'll heal you all.
Smash you! I'm ready to go!
Here's a
Rising
healing arc.
Wyvern! Here I come!
First aid.
Mirage!
Now we're having some fun.
Here.
This one's mine!
Can't be squirrel.
Don't leave me all alone.
Rising Wyvern!
In a bind.
Raging!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! I owe you one.
Look sharp.
Lightning contain! I'm all Thunder Blade!
Here, let me
Take
help.
it! Steel! Rising Wyvern! It's on! Burn!
Your armor won't save you.
Lightning!
Strike!
Back into the
No
Right
more
on
blades.
fire! Here goes!
Right.
Here, let me help.
Look sharp.
Lightning!
Hard up.
Thanks.
Raging here! Let the marksman handle this!
You'll pay for that! Mirage!
Time to shine!
I'll bring you back from death
It's
to
so
this.
important to be seen!
I'll bring you back from death to this. I'll bring you back from death. This one's mine.
Look sharp! Here I come!
Here we go.
It's over!
More for the stockpile! Healing circle!
Take this. Appreciate the help.
Raging storm! Northern is here! I'll heal you all! Art still! Healing!
Thanks!
Hit the wind!
Burn!
Take this! Here! Light astral energy! Watch and weep! Glacial spear!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Radiant Photon! Raging
Glacial
Cascade!
armor won't save you.
Here I go!
Here I come!
It's over! Here!
Rising Falcon! You're mine!
Mega Ray! I'm all stopped up!
Mirage!
Lightning condemns! Crescent Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Nothing gets by
Freeze
me.
Lancer!
This one's
Take
mine.
it!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Take this.
Here I go! Going in! It's over!
You're mine!
Mega
Rising Wyvern!
Crescent
Rising Falcon! Here I come!
I'm going on!
Here I come!
Lightning
It's
condemns!
over!
Thunder Blade!
Look sharp. How about this?
Take it!
I never miss!
Ruin!
Lightning Blade! Reload!
Shattering the
Mega Ray!
Attack time.
Look sharp! It's over!
Be gone.
Here!
It's on!
I'm only getting started!
Ignite!
Brimming with hatred.
Steel Sword! Going in! Lightning Orb! Here's a healing orb!
Down. You're off. In a bind.
There! Going in! Mega Ray!
This one's mine.
Confiscated!
Ruin!
Lightning Orb!
Rising
Healing
Wyvern!
Circle!
Nothing gets by me.
Photon Radiant Here! I'll heal you all! Supernova! Photon Flash! Heal the sun!
All mine!
Appreciate that.
Rising Falcon!
Tiger Blade.
Here's the evil!
Right for me.
Freeze
Eat
Lancer!
dirt!
Take this.
It's over!
There! I never miss!
Rising Falcon!
Tiger Blade.
It's over!
Mega Ray! Light action! Reload!
You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Now we're not burning! I'm saving this one!
Switch to offense.
Can't be
Right for me.
Raging Storm!
Shield.
Radiant Pierce! Searing Flame! Reload!
Tiger Blade.
Searing Flame!
Stay away.
Not today!
Blaze do it higher.
Jolie! In an instant! Impact Block!
The slave.
Take this! It's over! They're attacking separately!
I can't let me hit on her. Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first.
Gale Force!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away! Armor won't save you!
Look sharp!
I'll bring you back from death to death.
I let my guard down.
From death to death.
Thunder field! Resuscitation! More with that
Stay away from my friends!
Radiant?
I'll bring you back from death to death. How about this?
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
I still got some fight left in me.
Here, let me help.
Raging Spear! Healing art!
My true power.
Raging Cascade!
Looks bad.
Wits about you, people!
Going in. On guard. Tiger blade.
You require a hand.
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
Confiscate!
Chaotic disaster! Switch to honor! Take this!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine! I still got some fight left in
I'll
me.
bring you back from death to death.
Gale Force! Dance in the wind! Lord for the stockpile!
On guard. Let the marksman handle this. I never miss.
Raging Storm!
Going in. Here.
Have some
Tiger blade.
lightning! Downfall!
Can't fly.
It's over!
You're mine! Burn in hell!
By the power of water.
Rising Wyvern!
Annihilation!
It's over.
Come on.
This should do it! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Is this it?
I'm sorry.
Light up the ready. I can't move. All right. Let me at it. I'm all stuffed up. By the power of water.
Now you see what I can do!
There!
I'll bring you back from death to biz.
Resuscitation!
Look sharp. Tiger blade.
Denied!
By the power of water.
This should do it!
In here! Gemini Alpha! More for the stockpile! I'll heal you all! Supernova! More with that
No escape! Take this!
This one's mine!
Is this it?
I'll heal you all!
I owe you one.
Ready! Healing circle! Glacial Heart! Get out in your dreams!
Tiger blade.
Dance in the wind!
Rising Wyvern!
Air thrust!
Rising Falcon!
Can't get out of this! Raging Cascade!
Take this.
Healing circle!
Time to shine.
Take Raging Cascade!
Take this! It's over!
Glacial fire.
all mine!
Tiger blade.
Dance in
You're
the wind!
finished! Not today! Rising Falcon! There! Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Strike!
Burning tiger blade. Ready to go. Here.
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Fire up.
I'll heal you all!
This should do it!
Glacial fire. Tiger blade.
Rising Falcon!
I'll bring you back.
Going in.
Here I come! It's over!
Come now!
Rising
Glacial
Falcon!
fire.
Strike!
Tiger.
Still got some fight left in me.
Will this help?
There!
Glacial
Enough
fire.
fight!
On flat! Raging
Rising
Cascade!
One's
Falcon!
mine.
This isn't looking good!
Here!
Healing
More where that came from!
My true power!
Lightning storm!
Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't!
Rinwell!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go! Switch
You're mine! Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
Wyvern!
Not on my watch!
Rising Falcon! You're mine!
It's over!
This one's all
Lightning
mine!
raging cascade!
Burn!
Sleep now!
It's over!
I'll be made of!
Rising Falcon!
Here I
You're
go.
mine!
Raging storm!
Rising Wyvern!
You will
Rising
suffer!
Falcon!
Now we're not.
And I never miss! This one's
Take this!
mine! Here's
You're
a
finished.
raging storm! First
I
aid!
owe you one. You're finished!
Going in!
Behold my
Here go! Mega ray! Time to skate!
Fire! Tiger blade!
Light
Here I
astral
go.
energy!
I can carve through armor!
Mega ray!
Stand annihilate!
You're mine!
Tiger
You're
blade!
finished!
Fury!
Rising Falcon!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
I let my guard down.
You will suffer!
Bring you back from death to victory. New lease on life. I'll bring you back from death to bitch.
Behold my true power!
This should do it!
Shining Supernova!
You're mine! Burn!
Sealed!
I'm not done!
Not in your dreams!
It's over!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Xion!
Alvin! Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Oh, it's you, number 1273, or should I say Sovereign? You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage. The hell is going on? Alright, so Alphen is the Sovereign. Got that much. The Maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony is in progress. If you want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here. 1273. Alright, 1273. Is this the test subject, ma'am? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. Inside, it's an uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am. No touching the test subject, right? Oh, man. You're not allowed past here, Dana. Be patient and wait until preparations for the ceremony are complete. What the hell? What's going on here? Let me guess. Same thing for you, right, big guy? Okay, here we go. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a Sovereign and Maiden ready for the ceremony after all. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. I assume Shionne is the Maiden? Alright, what the hell do I need to do to get things going here? Okay. I don't know who got it in their head to start calling you Sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. Thanks, man.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
It's time, Alphen. It's finally happening, huh? Yes, we need to change into our outfits, then meet in front of the transference device. The hell? Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm so sorry you got dragged into all of this. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to and get this thing over with. Right.
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori. Please. Wait, What was that?
Oh my god, I still have no idea what the hell's going on here.
That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like.
And that suck.
So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
Oh, that's no good. Shit, I don't even know if I can play this game without Shion.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
It'll be rough anyway. I guess Renwell can heal a little bit. Oof. Master Coral. Isn't that great? I really feel like we should end this here, but it's just getting too good.
Niori. Shion. Damn it.
Oh, alright. Let's see what you can do, buddy. Oh, good. Level 31, huh?
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! I have no limits!
I don't think that
Take
happened.
this! Rising Falcon! Take this! Destruction! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! It's over! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! It's over!
I'm assuming I'm supposed to use this fight.
It can't end here!
I guess not.
Take this! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Take this! It's over! Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Got out of freaking items, dude.
You're mine! Mirage! No escape! You're mine! You're finished! Mirage! You're finished! Here I come! Rising Wyvern! No escape! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! You're mine! Mirage! It's over! Rising Falcon! You're mine! It's over!
Shit, that's not good.
There! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Mirage! Take this! It's on! Rising Falcon! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! Slash!
You're finished! Rising Falcon!
Yeah, we gotta do some of that law training, man.
Rising Falcon!
Bullshit.
Mirage! You're mine! You're finished! Rising Falcon! Ha! This should do it! Here I come! It's over! Here I come! We did it! Not a chance! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Ha! It's over! Mirage! Take this! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Mirage! Take this! Rising Wyvern! Ha! Ha! Mirage! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! This one's all mine! You're mine! It's over! Here I come! Crush! Destruction! You're mine! You're mine!
Not taking any chances.
Mirage! Crush! Mirage! There!
Really? Oh.
Take this! Ha! Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Crush! Rising Falcon! Crush! Mirage! Crush! Rising Wyvern! Ha! Ha! Mirage! Destruction! Ha! Ha! Mirage! Destruction!
Man, this is gonna be long if this is how her fight's gonna go.
Alvin?
But they got some Advil.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
sense one of your pals, Poodle? Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Damn, okay, this all just got crazy, but we're gonna end episode 19 here. We will be back real soon.